Hello and welcome to today's story. It's called The Huge Bag of Worries and it's by Virginia Ironside. It's illustrated by Frank Rogers. Jenny had always been happy. She had a lovely mum and dad, a great brother, well, most of the time. She had a best friend at school and she liked her teacher. And then, of course, there was Loftus. And there is Loftus. But recently, she had been getting gloomier and gloomier. It wasn't just one thing. It was everything. She worried that she was getting too fat, that Loftus had fleas, and that her best friend was going away. She worried that she was getting bad marks at school, and she thought she heard someone whispering about her in the playground. She worried when her mum and dad had an argument, and she even worried about war and bombs, until one day she woke up to find a huge bag of worries at the end of her bed. Ah! The bag followed her everywhere. To school, to swimming, to the toilet, and it even stuck by her when she was watching TV. It just wouldn't go away. She tried ignoring it, but it didn't work. She tried throwing it away, but it always came back. She tried to lock it out, but when she got back to her bedroom, there it was, waiting for her. It was like a horrible shadow she couldn't get rid of. What could she do? She asked her brother for help, but he was busy with his computer game, and all he said was, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any worries." And after that, she didn't feel like talking to anyone else about it. She knew she'd just feel stupid. Mum would probably say, "You've got no worries that I can see. You're a lucky girl. You've got your health, your friends, your family. What more do you want?" So she decided not to tell her. Dad might know what to do, but then again, she thought, no, Dad had enough worries of his own. She couldn't ask him. Every day, things got worse, and the bag of worries got bigger and bigger and bigger. She couldn't sleep because it kept tossing and turning beside her at night. To make matters worse, the bag dragged around her feet so much when she was walking to school she was late and the teacher was cross. Jenny couldn't tell her what had happened, and anyway, she knew what she'd say. "You've got too many worries. In future, leave your bag at home." When Jenny told her best friend about the bag, she suggested that Jenny lock it up in a cupboard and try not to think about it. "That's what I do," she said. But it just didn't work. Even Loftus couldn't help. He tried his best. He barked like mad, but the bag just stood its ground. One morning, Jenny woke up, got dressed and walked down the road. She'd had enough. The tears started rolling down her cheeks. She sat on a garden wall and put her head in her hands. She thought she'd have to live with the bag forever. Then she heard a voice and looked up. She saw the kindly face of the old lady who lived next door. "Goodness," said the old lady, "what is this huge bag of worries?" Through her tears, Jenny explained how it followed her for weeks and got bigger and bigger and just wouldn't go away. "Now, let's just open it up and see what's inside," said the old lady. But Jenny said she couldn't. If she opened the bag, the worries might jump out, and then who knew what would happen? "Nonsense," said the old lady firmly. "There's nothing a worry hates more than being seen. If you have any worries, however small, the secret is to let them out slowly, one by one, and show them to someone else. Then they'll go away." So Jenny opened the bag. The old lady sorted the worries into groups. Jenny was astonished to see how small they all looked when they were out in the open. Half the worries just disappeared because lots of worries hate the light of day. And there are the ones who are disappearing. As for the rest, the old lady put some of them in her shopping basket to deal with herself. And some she sent packing because she said they belonged to other people and they weren't Jenny's worries to think about. Some she just blew a kiss to. And some she said were worries that everybody had, even her family, her friends and her teacher. And as for the bag, it was now empty and she threw it away. So, if ever you have a worry, remember, don't hide it away. Tell somebody you trust about it and it will soon seem better. I hope you enjoyed today's story.